Welcome to Dynasty Mode. I'm Reese Davis, and it's time to start your coaching journey. First, select whether you want. Next, it's time to select your rosters. Choose to use the latest EA Sports recommended. Now it's time to customize your Dynasty experience. Choose your settings and customize your conferences, complete with unique rules and protected rivals. It's now time to select your team. Do you want to build a team from the ground up or take over an established contender? Pay attention to each team's prestige rating. And now you'll choose where to start your journey as a coach. Here, you'll choose to create a coach of your own or use an existing. Congratulations, it's time to sign your first coaching contract. Make sure to pay attention to the expectations of the role. These are based on real-life historical records of the school. Failing to meet the university's expectations will land you on the hot seat and potentially have you looking for a new job when the coaching carousel. Welcome to Eugene, Oregon. A picturesque evening here. Perfect counter to the chaos that's about to unfold on this field in front of us. Crowd has been waiting all day. They're fired up to see the Ducks open another season at Autzen Stadium, the House of Loud. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we'll see a squad from the AAC, the South Florida Bulls, taking on the fourth-ranked team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Ducks ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. Coming out with it, it's Alexis. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So the USF Bulls return team certainly didn't do the offense any favors there. And here comes this quarterback. This entire offense is built around him. He is the engine of the entire team.
I mean, he's the leader. He's the alpha. Everybody looks towards him. He's been doing it all year long. Everybody believes in this young man. Big opportunity, big stage.
They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. They go to the ground. Breaks the tackle. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Catch in the middle. It's Key. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Well, based on that, we can hope to see a little more offensive explosion here in the second quarter as we get ready to get things started. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. They're trying to get to it. Coming after it. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming.
How about the quarterback there, buying a little bit of time, a little Houdini act, breaking the tackle, breaking the sack. Maybe now you want him to get his eyes back downfield and try to make a play, but the pressure definitely sped him up and forced the incompletion.
It's incomplete, but here comes the flag, and I think it's going to be a first down.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught.
The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Off the play fake on first down to throw. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
You know, these linebackers have to be so good in zone coverage of reading the quarterback's eyes to get to the ball. You saw that linebacker do it. 2nd and 10 after the previous play. Brown will throw it. Quickly out to the tight end. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Yeah, great job creating space. That's what you're supposed to do. When you get man coverage, you got to find a way to get a step, make it easy for your quarterback to read that leverage, and then when he drags across the field, he can see he had him. He completes it for the first down.
Got it behind the line. It's Singletary. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end. on the same page, gets the first down.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? They'll keep it on the ground, right up the gut, looking for 6. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. They'll immediately call timeout. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Turning to the running game here on 3rd and goal. And they swarm him under. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Their hope for a touchdown gone by the boards, but they'll try to put up 3 before going to the locker room. And he missed it. No good. And guys, after the miss, no change in the score.
You can't miss opportunities like that. You're playing on the road in a hostile environment. You're trying to seize momentum right out of the gate. You get a nice drive to start the game, and then you miss the field goal. You don't get any points to show for that. If they're going to win this one, guys, they've got to take advantage of those types of opportunities.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, a stirring start to things today in Eugene as we say hello from our broadcast studios. It's been very evenly played through 2 quarters. Both teams have been physical. Both teams have battled there in the trenches. Neither has been perfect, but they're both right there in this game. And it's kind of the calm before the storm. Each side sort of licking their wounds right now, but expect another fight in a phone booth in this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in Autzen Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Bulls will line up to kick off and start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Not a lot of offense, in fact, no offense in terms of scoring there in the first half.
You got to give the defense credit on both sides. They've been physical. They've been making plays. So now, which of these offenses can break the tie? It's not going to be easy, but for this offense now taking the ball here first in the second half, they've got to get something going.
Finally giving the defense some credit. How did that feel coming out of your mouth? Did it hurt? Like, did you not like to say that? It sounded painful.
I just threw up in my mouth.
All right, if you're a quarterback in that situation, you know there's nowhere to go, so just
cut your losses.
You're right, absolutely. Slide, don't take the extra punishment. You just give up on the play.
Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. And the Ducks will hustle to the line. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Defense, defense, defense. No one is giving an inch, and the stats bear that out after 3. And this is just the way you want it. The game will be won or lost in the 4th quarter as we take a look at the stats through 3. Wants to throw. It's Gabriel. Pocket starts to collapse. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high, and wide on that one.
3rd and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they are going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. You better get rid of this one quick.
On the run, it's James. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. They got it. It's blocked. And they got it. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. So here it is, plenty of time to go and an opportunity to move the ball down the field and win it, David.
Yeah, and you rep this every single week. The 2-minute drill, you got to be precise. You know exactly what your favorite plays are, Palmer. Go down the field, get me in field goal.
And it comes down to the awareness, right? Especially at the quarterback position. You're understanding the timeout situation, working the boundary in the sideline. What's the clock showing me? It all comes down to this.
And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Score is deadlocked, and the clock is winding down.
How about this defense rising to the challenge? Focal point number one, stopping the great running back. Check. How do we do it? Being physical at the line of scrimmage, getting off blocks, not missing a lot of tackles. They have checked all of those boxes and shut this dude down.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Third down, and these fans trying to make it impossible to communicate. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Guys, this is the kind of finish we hope for. Tie game. Offense with a chance to grab the lead in the waning moments. Touchdown, USF! And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead.
And how about this offense, man? They knew they needed to execute. Great play calling, great drive, put it together. Now you got a chance to go up by 7 late in this ball game and then let your defense go on the field and seal it for you.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They'll need to be very sound here, limit this return, and put this game in the hands of their defense to salt it away. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Okay, one possession game. You've got some time to work with, but you have to make up some ground quickly, David.
Got to be smart. Can't throw in front of the sticks. Can't get tackled in front of the sticks. Make sure we're taking some shots down the field, chewing up some yards. Jesse, the defense will be vulnerable here.
Yeah, and I think because of that, David, offensively, you got to have a plan. You got to know where your best matchup is out on the perimeter and who can make the big catches here in small windows.
Dropping back, it's Gabriel. Trying to get to him. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
I'll tell you, this offense just can't afford too many more incompletions because time's running out in the game. They need big plays through the passing attack, vertically down the field, and they've got to score some touchdowns.
And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
Well, they're down a possession, and they're on their own side of the 50, so they need a big one right here. They've just thrown 3 straight incompletions, but it just takes one. It just takes one big play down the field to all of a sudden get that momentum and that juice flowing again to give yourselves a chance to win.
Makes a connection. And he goes out of bounds, but finally this passing game gets something going here as they try to rally. Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
Yeah, it's hard. This is the hardest time because you got to have plays and you got to have scripts because you know they're sitting back with all the DBs on the field in a dime package playing pass. How can we?
Lofts one deep down the right side. The pass is incomplete and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath because in the fourth quarter, you've got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you, and that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
Intercepted. And what a way for this defense to end it. A pick as time runs out. A little sports history, David. Upset is the only horse ever to defeat Man of War. And that's why we call games like this an upset.
I really had no clue that was a real thing. But I do know this is an upset. This team was unranked, beat a ranked team. But you went out and got your respect. You gained it now. Let's build on this throughout the season. One win, great win. Now let's go ahead and build some momentum in the future.
Reese, some might say you're not a one-trick pony with that reference. And obviously, this was the team, the unranked team, that had the horses to get this thing done. Too much firepower, just too much explosiveness on offense, great defense. What a tremendous win.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome to Tampa, Raymond James Stadium, and while it is indeed home to the 2021 Super Bowl champion Buccaneers, it is also the home field for the USF Bulls and the clash that we have in store today. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see, the Pandas taking on a team from the AAC, the South Florida Bulls. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Pandas will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So USF's offense takes the field to start this game off. And here he is. Let me tell you about this wide receiver. He is a route-running DB, toasting, pass-catching, touchdown-scoring, woo, son of a gun.
I can't wait to see how this defense is going to try and corral this guy, because you play man-to-man, you risk him running right by you and catching the deep ball, but you play zone and you give him the opportunity to potentially make yards after the catch. You're going to have to be really careful trying to cover that dude.
Brown wants to pass. Got his man down the middle.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
And here comes the offense on second down. Gonna run it. It's Keith. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Wants to throw on third down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Still on his feet at the 45. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Quarterback checking off. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Finds his man. It's Atkins. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. They'll line up trips to the right. The fourth receiver on the left on 2nd and 1. Wide open downfield. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They looked like they could execute that throw in their sleep. The quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
They're bringing heat.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
He wants it all. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Oh, what a missed opportunity for that interception. Yes, I know he gets the pass breakup, but he had a chance to finish things off, and he really didn't get it done. But there's a reason he plays defense. You know, they put the guys on offense that can actually catch.
Gets rid of it. He's got it on the run. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
The Pandas offense has the ball for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt. They got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Tampa. And a really competitive game so far. I'm talking razor-thin margins in the big statistical categories. And while it may be a broken record, turnovers are the name of the game. The team that limits them, the ones that win that turnover margin, generally speaking, are the ones that have the best chance to get that dub. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Raymond James Stadium.
The Bulls will kick it off to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And the offense takes the field ready to go back to work. There's certainly room for improvement after that scoreless first half stalemate.
Yeah, we've set offense back 30 years in that first half, but we've got a whole new half to play here. So why not come out on this first drive, make a statement, and finally get us back into the age of contemporary college football?
You sound very discouraged as I sound encouraged. That's great defense. Phenomenal defense in the first half. Who doesn't love a 0-0 halftime game?
On second down, he'll let it fly. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. On the run, fires downfield. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete. The Pandas decide to punt it away. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. On the return, it's Alexis. He'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on fourth downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
He's got an open man. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. 3 periods in the books, and it would be an understatement to say defense has carried the day. 0-0 as we take a look at the stats. It's easy to think back to 2014, Wake Forest, Virginia Tech, the last time we had a game go into overtime as a scoreless tie. Let's see if that's the way this one goes as we start the fourth. Brown will throw it. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
And it's no good. After the miss, no change in the score. A first down for the offense. Drive firing. With the catch, it's Craig. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Wants to fire on second down. Pressure coming. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. All tied up, under a minute to play. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. And the Pandas send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll wave for the fair catch and haul it in at the 25. Offense set on first down. Looking to move it through the air. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
Passing situation, what do I want to do? I want to bring more guys that can cover guys on the outside. Nice job by this defense, running the dime package, more DBs on the field to match up with all these speedy wide receivers.
Setting up the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. 4 quarters, not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football and finding out which of these two teams is the most mature, who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play.
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational-type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
So here comes our first play of overtime. Now they'll run it on the toss. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, the offense goes toss play, but guys, they do it running into the boundary where there's just not a lot of space and room to work for the running back. He had nowhere to go, and he got tackled for a loss.
The play-action fake. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. Headed to the end zone. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal. Here comes 1st and goal as they try to strike here in overtime. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Now on 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw. Touchdown, Pandas! They strike first in overtime. The all-important extra point would push this lead to 7. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
Now on 1st down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Quarterback will audible. Brown wants to pass. Unleashes one deep. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. A strike downfield. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. He'll set up to throw. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. And the Bulls in the hurry-up. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Touchdown, Bulls! They got it in, and now an extra point away from the tie. This is like that 2-foot putt. They still need to make it to force another overtime. And they tacked on the extra point. We play on 1st down here in the 2nd overtime period. Off the play fake on 1st down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
Scrambling away. He's got it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. 1st and goal, they'll try to take the lead here in the 2nd overtime. Go straight ahead. Touchdown, Bulls. That score gives them the lead here in the 2nd overtime.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
Now in the 2nd overtime, you must go for the 2-point conversion. They got it, executed beautifully, and the lead is 8 in double OT. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Comes out throwing on 1st down. flushed out of the pocket. And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close. A first down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. 3rd down in overtime, and they need to get it to the end zone.
Now, that was a blitz from the middle linebacker. That's one the offensive line should have picked up, regardless of what the pass protection was. Sliding or going base man-to-man or fanning out, you generally always account for the middle linebacker. There's no reason to let him run clean like that.
On 4th down, looking to pass. He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, and this one's picked off. A huge overtime turnover. And the takeaway is the exclamation point, the game saver for the win. My pulse rate is still through the roof on this game. I would have called that one for free. Wait, I don't want to get carried away there, but it was a really fun game and a great win.
It really was. I know we're all up here. We're bouncing around. We're excited after having seen what we just saw. What a great win for this team to go out and do it in overtime. That's the type of game that fans are going to be talking about for a long time, David.
Free. Yeah, right. If you know Reese Davis, that is not happening, but we got a free game that was awesome. Back and forth, nip and tuck, and bonus time. You got some free overtime play in that one.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Title Town, some call it, a moniker that many claim, but this city lives thanks to the Alabama Crimson Tide. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here, and you know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we'll see a squad from the AAC, the South Florida Bulls, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. And he's going to try to return this one. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Bulls will be in a hole thanks to that short return. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day. Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside. And David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get them out of a spot.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. On a little time, lets it go. With the catch, it's Keith. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. The Bulls will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Slips through the line. The Crimson Tide offense comes out, and now they'll go on the attack. You know, yards figure to be hard to come by through the air, but some quarterbacks, Jesse, just love to go at the star corner.
Yeah, and this guy's got confidence. He's not afraid to go at anybody, but he better be careful because this cornerback is one of the best in the nation.
One of the best, no doubt. I think they will trust him on defense to make plays. So you got to make a decision. Is my guy good enough to beat him on the outside? I am fascinated by this matchup.
Looking to throw, it's Milroe. And it's picked off. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
Offense getting set for first down. Wide out in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. To the 15. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on second and 4. They feed him again. It's a fumble. Well, the offense ought to go buy a lottery ticket because that ball somehow bounced right back to them. They'll keep it. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And the Bulls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Run in the red zone, it's Keith. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll go to the ground. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Leaves it with the running back. And they're able to get a third down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. The field goal is no good. And the score will stay right where it is after that miss.
And that's just a chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
It's first down, but the offense is just going to take a knee and go to the locker room. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Tuscaloosa. It's been very evenly played through 2 quarters. Both teams have been physical. Both teams have battled there in the trenches. Neither has been perfect, but they're both right there in this game. And it's kind of the calm before the storm. Each side sort of licking their wounds right now, but expect another fight in a phone booth in this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in T-Town.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Bulls will boot it away to start the second half. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes that Alabama offense. Trying to set the tone with the run. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback on the keeper. At the 35, he's open. He's off to the races. Quarterback gets enough. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And that one will give him the lead.
And finally, somebody gets on the scoreboard. A first half of no points, 0-0. Now in the third quarter. Sometimes when you get that rhythm and that offense rolling, sometimes it's hard to stop. So let's see if this is a trend setter. Let's see if this starts the offensive momentum.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
Well, the defense has the opponent backed up in their own end, and they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback. You see the athleticism and the speed they have up front as they're able to notch that sack.
Little touch pass to the receiver. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. He's looking downfield to throw. He's going up top here late in the game. He's got it down the right side. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. And the Bulls have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the back. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Listen, that wasn't the greatest run in the world, but it was very successful, and you're making me honor the run. And another thing, every time you run the football, someone gets tackled. There's physicality involved in the game. So I like when offenses commit to the running the football, no matter what the outcome is, because those body blows do add up.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. They'll try to get the first through the air. He's going to run it. On the move is the 30. And he scoots out of bounds, picks up the 1st down, gets the clock stopped, and now they're in business in plus territory.
Well, defensively, you've got to have an answer for this athletic quarterback. You've got to do a better job containing him in the pocket, or you've got to have a spy ready to make the play and get a tackle if he decides to get out. But everything went wrong there. Not only did he get the first, but you also let him get out of bounds and stop the clock.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. And he's got it. He's got it for a touchdown. And here in the final minute, they're a single point behind.
What a massive play by this offense. Man, you needed it. Great execution. Now kick the extra point, tie this football game up late, or do you go for 2? Do you go for the win? Do you try to take the lead? That is a you decision.
And a little bit extra pressure on this extra point, but it's good, and we're tied. We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the 4th quarter and about to kick it away. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. This one is about finding the balance between being aggressive and not being reckless, Jesse.
The only way this thing works, though, if they're going to be aggressive, this offensive line has got to be able to hold up here for this QB.
Yeah, because you need to take shots beyond the sticks so the clock will stop. You can save every second you have.
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, just to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer, like you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the 3rd overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays back. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Caught behind the line. It's Miller.
Backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down. And they got the completion, but still looking at a 3rd down. To the ground to try to move the chains. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. It's good! A walk-off field goal, and he gets it done in OT. Down by 3, it's their turn here in overtime. A touchdown will win it. Here's 1st down. Fast motion from the offense. With jet sweep pass. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Looking for space. It's Keith. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. They haven't gotten much done here. Third down, and they need to at least pick up a few to make the field goal attempt easier. He caught it. Can White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. A touchdown ends the game here in overtime. It's first and goal. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Fighting for the goal line, and the ball's out. Owen averts disaster by falling on his own fumble. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Trying to punch it in. He's in! A game-winning touchdown in overtime.
Game on the line, and they've got to be the more physical side. Great job getting blocks up front. He was able to skirt his way into the end zone, David, to win this game.
And that's why I want the ball second in OT. I know exactly what I need to go get it done. They take it down the field, run it in the end zone, and end the football game.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.